So we've got trapped down here in the bottom right. StarCraft 1 Protoss.
Is this correct? Is it 2-1?
Yeah, I think so. Well, hold on. Then the TY. Yeah, because hold on a second.
Or Kira's not on. Kira's on the red team, right? Because he was playing StarCraft 2. Or no, he was playing Brood War.
Yeah, he played Brood War. Yeah. So that you need to flip that around.
Ba-doop.
Okay.
There we go. We did a chat.
So, what was I saying? So TY is here in the top left. He's our tryhard barcode ID.
Yeah.
And we've got trapped down here in the bottom right. Just to be clear for people watching too, every StarCraft 2 pro gamer was a pro in StarCraft 1. Maybe not a like top tier god level pro, but like can hang.
Yeah.
Can play StarCraft 1.
Yep.
Whereas some of the StarCraft 2 guys really, not all of them, and it's especially some of the ones we have today from StarCraft 2, some of them competed and played and did very well in StarCraft 2. Others did not at all. Like, it's been kind of wild seeing Mini here.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think he ever competed in StarCraft 2 at all.
I wouldn't be surprised if he downloaded the game for the first time ever when,
when
this mod came out.
yeah. So, but, you know, one of my takeaways, because, you know, he's been playing well and winning, it's like, yeah, he is a good RTS player. He can kind of look at, you know, the basic units and show up and concoct a strategy.
I find it kind of funny that Trap was so worried about TY possibly proxying him with like Reapers or Marauders or something.
Yeah.
He like completely checked each side of the base or each side of the map before he actually went across. He's even setting up his Reaper wall still to deal with the Reapers because, I mean, early game, I guess the Reapers are still going to be a bit of a nuisance. Protoss in Brood War is not really having to deal with that kind of stuff, so we'll see if that's able to do anything, but I wouldn't be surprised if Trap has a nice little, you know, Dragoon timing here that would be totally fine even without Chrono Boost. Should be able to have this out by the time the Reaper comes, or at least early enough that he'll have to do minimal probe micro and whatnot.
So, since there is no Reaper aggression, you know, this really gives the Protoss a little bit more room to breathe here. He is going to tech into Dragoon range. And
the Dragoon's just out at the normal time anyway? Oh my god. Can we just have Dragoons in StarCraft 2 instead of Stalkers?
Well, these Dragoons are really good units.
I know,
these ones
crazy.
aren't morons like StarCraft 1 Dragoons
Yeah.
are, where they get stuck on ramps and stuff. But yeah, it's a very tanky, beefy unit to get right away.
What is this going to be? Starport.
Starport.
Proxied Starport. Is this going to be a Hellion drop? Yeah. Oh, this is one way to abuse a Protoss that doesn't have Warp Gate and doesn't have Oracles and Phoenixes and whatnot. So this will potentially be pretty dangerous. We'll see if Trap is going to be able to sniff this out a little bit and actually get his units in position to intercept this. Because if he doesn't know this is happening, this could do an insane amount of damage. Somehow this probe is in the base, though.
Yeah, what is going on here?
How did this get
what?
here? He sees the Hellions. Did he see
Was it just
anything
lowered?
else? It might have been lowered, or he might have actually snuck that in the corner way earlier on. I didn't notice. So either of those two things just happened.
That's
so he
like
does
the
get
oldest,
scout.
literally the oldest trick in the
Yeah,
book.
really.
It's like you hide your worker in the corner of their base.
Look,
and then you
he's
scout them
totally
later.
ready for this now, too, because he saw the fact that it was Reactor 2 Hellions, didn't see any Starport. He knows it's probably out on the map somewhere. He's got stuff prepared for this.
Okay. I don't really...
Oh, it's going to be a Liberator.
Oh, it's going to Liberate. I actually thought this might have been like a Hellion drop or something. I was about to say, I don't really understand what Hellions feel like versus a StarCraft 1 Protoss.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, let's find out.
Oh. Never you mind, Tasteless. We're going to go right over here to the workers. Oh, my God.
Oof.
Well, workers are workers, no matter what the StarCraft. So he's going to be able to take out a little bit over 8, so the Hellions barely pay for themselves and a little bit more.
So the thing here, though, is that, I mean, this is a lot of Dragoons, and there's nothing back at home to defend against this. If Trap just walks across, he's not going to expect this Liberator. This Liberator will be really annoying for him here, as he's actually bringing all of his Dragoons back to deal with this. So that will be a couple more probes killed off here, and it will actually keep the units back. This is the other problem where it's really hard to actually go across the map because you don't have Warp Gate to just instantly reinforce at home if you need to deal with any harassment or anything.
Yeah.
So he can't just really YOLO everything across the map, as much as that would have actually done really good damage, because there's literally nothing over here if he had just YOLO'd it. I think he actually kind of should have just done it anyway. Like, just kind of let the Liberator do 1 or 2, and then the reinforcing Dragoons coming out of the gateways deal with it.
Yeah.
And then he would have had like 6 Dragoons across the map when there was an unfinished bunker and like 2 Marines.
It does seem like this game is all teeing up for a Dragoon Reaver push. like to just move out on the map. I guess, so much of StarCraft 1 PvT, it feels like is dictated by the fact that you have to not step on spider mines. But
True.
it does feel like there's a lot more breathing room for the StarCraft 1 Protoss versus a StarCraft 2 Terran. I mean, Widow Mines could be scary, but it's not the same thing, because a Vulture gets... once you get the mine upgrade, it gets 3 mines per Vulture. And Vultures, as I like to remind Artosis, are basically free and have a build time of 0. So you can get a lot of mines on the map.
Hey man, what's the most overpowered unit, a Vulture or a Defiler?
It is a tie at the very top.
Tie.
And Protoss gets neither.
You can't give me that answer. It has to be at least one. Come on.
I don't know. Maybe a Defiler, actually. I think a Defiler might be the best unit in all the StarCrafts.
I mean, it's insane. You Dark
the number of
Storm
times
is
I've tried to
ridiculous.
kill a Defiler and it gets away with 1 HP is insane to me. Uh-oh.
Oh.
What's up, son?
Unfortunate that turret actually can get the range off onto the shuttle there, so it's forced away. This random Viking didn't end up really doing anything, and looks like it's just going to die, so not the best investment there. The proxy starport is going to have to head on back home. Did he make... No, he just sent that Raven all the way across from the starport, so this is still his only starport. He's not going to have any medevacs anytime soon to really move across the map and do any harassment or anything, so TY is really going to be bunkered down here for quite a while before he can actually move out.
Oh my god.
Oh, not the best little harassment there from Trap.
Kind of a weird
the
afterthought. I think if he had timed that out better, he would have been able to lock the Reaver on the ground and take it out, but it's going to get away.
Is that a second Robo? Oh, wow. We're going 2 Robos. That feels a little not normal. Am I right?
No, that's not normal at all. Well, we actually do have some double Robo play in StarCraft 1, but it's like really cheesy. But I think this is... You know what's happening, I feel like, with every game we see of StarCraft 1 Protosses, is that they just realize how good Reavers and Shuttle Speed are when there's, like, no bugginess at all, and Scarabs always connect. Is it fair to say the Reaver is probably the best unit in the SC EVO mod?
I would say it probably is. I mean, just the fact that the pathing alone makes the Scarabs seemingly always hit is enough, I would say, to just make it absolutely ridiculous. Let's see. It looks like TY is wise enough to send a couple units out forward to kind of bait the shots first. We'll see if Trap is able to kind of retarget the Reavers onto the bio.
Oh.
Nice interference matrix will make it so the Reavers can't get away. Trap not paying attention at that moment. That's actually a pretty big loss here, as that was kind of a big part of what he was hoping to really stall this push out. But Dragoons are still pretty beefy. They deal a lot of damage against bio, and I mean, it might look a little awkward in terms of StarCraft 2 perspectives, but gateway units are actually pretty good in Brood War.
Yeah. No, gateway units are extremely strong until the Terran gets until a StarCraft 1 Terran has more mech upgrades, then they start to be a little bit more brittle. You can see that Trap's not used to having to deal with the disable here from a StarCraft 1 perspective, because normally there's nothing Terran can do to stop you from having to... Oh.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit annoying
here.
That's
big.
One whole mineral line is completely unmining right now, and there's only 1 Reaver in this army at this current point. The bio is super low, though, because there's barely any medevacs, so if 1 or 2 Reaver shots get on top of these, it could be absolutely ridiculous. Does interference matrix the Reaver, so we'll shut it off for now. We'll force it into the shuttle. Trap being extremely patient here, waiting for extra shuttles and also for some other Zealots, but oh my god.
Look at Marauders kill Dragoons.
Yeah, that is incredibly strong.
Oh my god.
Zealots getting on top of the tanks in the backside, so those will get picked off, but the bio is still here. There's a couple... Is there a Reaver? Yes, there is still a Reaver getting dropped over here, but, I mean, this is still so much bio getting streamlined across the map.
Okay, I think that Trap might just die here. There's a possibility he's going to survive this, but I see a third base floating for TY. And, you know, okay, he's actually going to do a big pickup here in the main, and I guess StarCraft 1 Protoss don't really have a whole lot to deal with that, right? They have to just kind of slow walk back here. They can't blink up and try to catch it.
Snipe down the Reaver before he was able to get it shot off. Very well done by TY, and without blink, without recall, this is really awkward to be able to go between these 2 different bases here, and TY continually just moving units across the map. Probes getting forced off the line to be able to deal with everything. The Reavers getting dropped in the face of the bio. We'll get 1 nice shot and force them to lift, but it doesn't really matter because there's nothing else to really kill anything, because everything just keeps rallying right across from TY. This is looking really rough for Trap.
Yeah, I didn't realize how good Marauders would be in this situation. Like, they're faster, like, moving-wise, and yeah, I mean, they're just more nimble than Dragoons.
The
They
concussive shell
shoot
also.
fire. I'm sure they shoot fire. They shoot faster. They shoot fire.
They're actually fire bats.
No, they like shoot faster. They move faster. And a unit that's actually pretty strong, like a Dragoon, suddenly looks pretty weak when there's enough Marauders on the map. I feel like had he not lost those 2 Reavers at the start, this would be a different game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, losing those 2 in the middle of the map is extreme. I mean, his whole play was essentially revolving around that. It's like he's using the 2 Reavers at the front to be able to anchor everything, and when those get killed off, I mean, yeah, it's going to be pretty hard to defend a whole push there.
It's ace match time.
Woo!